Welcome to the Trinity College podcast. It represents the hard work of media and communication students at Trinity College.
Here they are now.
Good morning, guys. You're listening to the Newsroom Project on Sing 90.7 FM with Zoe from Augustman. For today's episode, we'll be talking about accommodation and living. Coming up first is navigating the types of accommodation with Venice, Philia, and Jerry.
You're listening to the Newsroom Project on Sin 90.7 FM. We are Venice,
Jerry,
and Philia
from Trinity College, and today we are talking about accommodations for international students.
Venice, you lived in a homestay before, right?
Yeah, I lived with an Italian family, and we have very delicious Italian food every day.
Wow, that sounds great. What else do you think about family? Like, what do they provide you with? What activities do you have?
Alright, I like the family very much, and we have dinner together every weekday. And I usually have lunch outside because I don't bother go home in the midday. It's too far away from my school. But I think basically everything you need is there, so it's very convenient. And we watch TV news during the dinner. We also have a little chat after it sometimes. We also watch movies on TV channels that love my host family.
But you know what? My friends used to live in a homestay too. Unfortunately, they have a cat there, and my friend is allergic to it.
Well, it depends. Luckily, I lived with a very nice family and we don't have any hay fever.
Oh, good for you. How about you, Jerry? What is your student apartment like?
Nothing special. It looks the same as the normal apartment.
So, what is the difference exactly?
Alright, for students, they better off apply for a student apartment. It is very convenient and they have to keep a student safe, so no worries about the security.
Well, what about the rental? I think the student apartment is more expensive, isn't it?
Exactly, but student apartment provides better services and activities for students, like free barbecue and buffet.
That's incredible. So, you have changed to get to know other students who also live there, right?
How about you, Valia? Where do you live?
I live in a share house. It's a pretty good except for the privacy.
What's the privacy problem?
When you live with other people, you will need to have high tolerance. Sometimes people will be very noisy, which could be distracting when I'm about going to study.
Yeah, I moved into a share house too, several months ago, and I also experienced it.
But it's not all bad. The rental price is generally cheaper than the other housing options, and it's good if you want to save money.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you.
Alright. Let's not talk about money. Move on. Coming up next on the Newsroom Project podcast, Eugenia, Zoe, and Hamish will be talking about Housemates 101.
Welcome back. You just heard Venice, Philia, and Jerry talking about accommodation navigation for international students. You're listening to the Newsroom Project on Sin 90.7 FM. We are Hamish,
Eugenia,
Zoe,
from Trinity College, and we're talking about Housemates 101.
So hey guys, have you ever had a bad roommate experience before?
Of course. Hasn't everyone?
I haven't though.
Well, you're lucky then.
How so?
Yes, Hamish. How so?
Well, he was my first.
Aww.
Shut up. As I was saying, my first roommate, let's call him Bob, was a hypocritical, narcissistic slob.
Damn, that's cold, Hamish.
Well, I'm sure he has his reasons. Right, Hamish?
Yeah, because he was literally the roommate from hell.
Okay, let's try to get the bigger picture here. Tell us why, what did he do to you?
Yeah, tell us what's the worst experience you've ever had living with Bob?
Well, long story short, he basically burnt rice while taking a shower and got the fire department involved and had to pay a $500 fine. Also woke me up at 3 a.m., so that was fun.
Oh my god, he's the worst. Bob, you know who you are. If you're listening, that was horrible that you did to Hamish. Poor thing.
So, Hamish, did you try to talk to him about it? Communicate?
Yeah, of course. But then he wouldn't even acknowledge his mistake, let alone talk to me about it.
Okay, so say you just got a housemate. What ground rules do you think will help avoid Hamish's roommate from hell experience?
Well, I think it's all just about respect and communication, you know?
Yeah, like clean after yourself, be mindful of your housemates' things, be considerate and responsible. It's all just common sense.
Follow the golden rules.
Exactly. Just respect others the way you want to be respected and take responsibility for your actions.
Yeah, and if you can follow those very easy ground rules, you can be a better housemate than Bob.
Well, that's it from us.
Up next on the Newsroom Project podcast, Joy, Chelsea, and David will be talking about cute shelving options.
You just heard Gaby, Zoe, Hamish talking about Housemate 101. You are listening to the Newsroom Project on Sin 90.7 FM. We are Davey, Chelsea, and Joy from Trinity College, and today we are going to talk about shelving options.
Good morning. Now you are tuned into a call-in show. I'm your host, Joy. And the person beside me is a shelving expert, Dr. David.
Hi, this is Davey. I'm here to solve your problems.
Welcome to our show, Dr. David. So to find the perfect shelving that suits both room size and personality is always a challenge for us.
True. That's why I have been studying in this area for decades.
Glad to have you here. So shall we start now?
Yes, I can't wait to share my experience.
Okay, let's pick up the first phone call. Hi there, welcome to our show. How's your day?
Hello, my name is Lily. I just had an argument with my house owner.
I'm sorry to hear that. What happened?
I really need to complain about my room condition.
Yeah, go ahead. Share with us.
I was shocked when I stepped into my room the first day I checked in. It's a really small room, and it looks totally different from the pictures. I have no space to walk after opening all my luggage.
Wow, that sounds awful.
Seems like you need a suitable shelf to organize your sundries.
Yes, that's a problem. I asked for a shelf for my room, but my house owner said there is not enough space.
How would you solve that, Dr. David?
That's quite easy. Go and look for a shelf that contains multi-layers.
Multi-layers?
Yes, it won't take lots of space, but peeled up the story into a tall shelf. Additionally, it helps you to classify.
Oh, I have seen that in Target. Thank you for your suggestion.
Thank you, Lily. Hope you can solve your problem.
Oh, this is too easy for me.
Duh, since you're an expert. Let's pick up the next phone call.
Hello?
Hi, this is Chelsea. I really need someone's help.
You're on the right track.
Tell me your difficulty.
I just moved into my new apartment, and I'm throwing a housewarming party next week.
Oh, sounds nice.
But I haven't decorated my apartment. It's nearly empty of furniture.
Yes, I can hear the echoes from your room.
Are you living in student accommodation?
No, this is not a rented house.
So I assume you can buy whatever kind of furniture you like.
Yes, I can, but there are too many choices.
I can relate to this. I had a hard time picking my furniture also.
Since there are no limits in your choices, I suggest you to buy the one that matches your personality.
What kind of personality are you in, Chelsea?
I prefer contact with nature in my free time, like hiking, camping, or skiing. I think I'm a natural addicted person.
So, do you tend to like the natural thing or furniture?
Yeah, I guess.
Do you love things to be colorful?
Not really. I prefer monochrome. I'm not a fan of having a lot of color at the same time, but I also wish not to be too plain. What should I do? Is it because I set a high expectation, so I'm having a hard time to pick?
Don't worry. People tend to have a hard time choosing stuff, especially the thing like furniture, which will use it for a long period of time.
I agree. And also the furniture you choose reflect your taste and personality.
Life is so hard.
At least you look for the right person to help.
Any recommendation?
I suggest you to pick the furniture that is wood material.
Nice one, since she is fond of nature.
Although wood material is a single color, but there are various patterns of wood grains on it, which made each furniture present its own unique style.
Also, the lustres are different.
And it certainly looks nice on shelvings if I put some books on it.
You not only solve the difficulties for choosing furniture, but also decorate your apartment.
In addition, the wood-themed house will look more cozy and heartwarming, which is very suitable for students like you who study abroad.
I totally agree with that.
Thank you, Dr. David. You solved all my problems in 3 minutes. I have been annoyed by this for 3 days.
No worries. That's why people call me an expert, and I'm happy to help.
Oh, before I hang, do you have any idea where to buy this kind of shelvings?
I believe Muji would be a good choice.
Right. I only went there for stationaries. It's time to explore something different in there. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Bye, Chelsea. Hope you have a nice housewarming party.
Cheers. If anyone got any problems about their furniture, feel free to email me or call this number 0421 185 991. I'm happy to help.
It's a pleasure to invite you here. Thank you, Dr. David, for coming to my show.
Up next on the Newsroom Project podcast, Gabby, Tammy, and Catherine will be talking about House Hunting 101. Thank you for listening our segment on shelving options. This is David from Trinity College.
You just heard David, Joy, and Chelsea talking about shelving options that don't take up much space. You're listening to the Newsroom Project. We are Tammy, Gabby, Catherine from Trinity College, and today we're going to talk about House Hunting 101. First, let's start with talking about the different types of accommodation.
So, Gabby, how many kind of different accommodation exist in Melbourne?
There is 3, the dormitory, apartment, and homestay.
What do you think is the pros of each of them?
I think with the apartment, you obviously get more freedom and flexibility in choosing your living location. But for social butterflies out there, I'd definitely recommend the dorm, seeing as there are plenty of student events in a dormitory. And for homestay, I'd say the pros of it is that you can improve your English and get to know about the Australian culture better. It's also a cheaper option than an apartment or dorm.
Wow, that's a lot of things to consider.
Yes, that's true. How about the disadvantage of it then?
I think with the apartment, it comes with more responsibilities, and it's a less safer option than the dorm. However, dorm tends to be smaller in size. As for homestay, I think that the location can be a huge drawback.
Oh, I see. Thanks, Gabby. I think I know a little bit more about different types of accommodation now.
Okay, now that we know more about accommodation types, what do we need to do next, Tammy?
We need to prepare some important document that is needed to move in.
And what might that be?
I have made the checklist for you guys, which including passport, student ID, verification of income, of course your student visa, and finally COE, your confirmation of enrollment. What should we do next, Catherine?
Well, after learning what documents are required for renting, the third thing will be how to move in a house.
It must be a series of complicated steps, right, Catherine?
Actually not. There are only a few steps for moving in. One is the documentation preparation, as Tammy just mentioned. It will be necessary for information transaction. And then just to find your accommodation. Gabby, Tammy, do you guys know how to find a house?
I know. We can go to renting agency.
How about if we ask our friends for available apartments? Even better if we could possibly move in.
Of course, there are also many useful information on the websites, such as www.realestate.com.au/rent. Next, we need to finish our packing and then start moving in, which is simple and easy.
And that's it for today. Thank you for listening our segment on House Hunting 101. This is Tammy,
Gabby,
Catherine
from Trinity College.
That was House Hunting 101 with Gabby, Tammy, and Catherine. Thank you for listening to Newsroom Project on Sing 19.7 FM. This is Joy from Trinity College.